Hey guys, welcome back to the Book and Beverage review. Today we are going to be reviewing a book called The Black Crown by John A. Douglas. This is his maiden voyage into epic fantasy, and this is going to be something very exciting for me because this has steadily become one of my favorite books I've ever read. It surrounds an half-breed orc prince. He's half human, half orc, and he's sort of not wanted in the world that he lives in, and he's slowly realizing how distasteful it is to be his kind in this sort of traditional fantasy medieval setting with dwarves, orcs, wizards, and it seems like traditional fare, but some not so traditional twists. Also, we will be reviewing the Starbucks Chestnut Praline iced latte. So without further ado, let's sip some coffee and get into a story. So let's try this thing. I don't even know if I've ever had a chestnut, so I don't really know what to expect from this situation. It tastes like a nutty vanilla latte. I don't get a lot of hint of any different sort of flavor or something unique. For right now, it just feels kind of basic, but still very good. So, let's get into the story. This story starts out at the end of the Orc Wars, which is essentially the culmination of a lot of hostilities between the orcs and the rest of the races, and the elves definitely have a great disdain for orcs, and ultimately what happens is the queen of a land called Nymeria, which is a kingdom in their world of the Allspire, she was taken captive by an orc, and from what I understand, she kind of liked it. She kind of liked him or something like that. And he definitely loved her. But during that time, she became pregnant and she goes home to her husband, who is not pleased, and she will not get rid of the baby because she likes it. And she raises this half human, half orc baby in secret in the library of the castle of Nymeria, and he is essentially raised his whole life to be well-mannered, well-spoken, and all he does all day long is read all the books in the library. They're sort of his only friends, kind of like a Belle, Beauty and the Beast situation, where he is the beast, right? People in Nymeria hate orcs, and he only realizes that after a very traumatic incident happens and he's thrust out of the castle fleeing for his life, and he has to essentially fight to survive in the Allspire and try to accomplish, let's say, a mission, because I don't want to give too much away, right? So he's on this mission to go to a place called Dreadmore. And he realizes now that orcs are so hated. Nowhere he goes, he's really welcome. And he meets some compatriots who are sometimes hostile towards him at first, like Court. But I think the thing is, eventually, they all become like a band of adventurers together, and they grow on each other. Court is a very egotistical sort of character, very angry, always willing to fight. He wants to be a knight valiant, and to do that he has to go adventuring. So it's kind of that traditional fantasy fare where you have this gang of mixed races going on an adventure together. But things that are not so traditional in this fantasy is that though you have many tropes, you have a dark lord, you have a sheltered prince, you have taverns and all that, you don't have traditional fantasy fare in the sense that John Douglas did a great job making these twists unpredictable. I did not know these things would happen, but I felt very, you know how sometimes a twist will happen, you're like, what the hell was that? You don't like it? This is the opposite. The twists are good. You like the twists, at least I did, and I thought, like, wow, I didn't expect all this stuff to happen, especially the ending. The ending was dope as could be. So, with that being said, it was kind of a lengthy book. It was a little over 650 pages, but you are traveling with this character who is very naive and new to the world, and when you experience the world through him as he's seeing this kind of tree for the first time, or being in a city that he's only read about for the first time and has read all the maps, you get the sense that in a way it's kind of important to impart these experiences. So I didn't mind the length. I thought it was super fun, and this will be something I'm rereading again. So I liked it. I think John Douglas did a great job of making immersive work that people who like this sort of genre of epic fantasy, like I do, will love for years to come. In a way, it feels like a very classic work with so many cool spins on it. I have been seeing the reviews on it. People like it just as much as I do. This is getting great reviews. And at the same time, a few days ago went on Reddit and I posted a post asking people what their favorite tropes were and what their most hated tropes were. And across the board, people were saying that taverns, they never get tired of taverns, which you have plenty of in this novel. Some people were kind of iffy about the chosen one trope, but the slow burn romance and sort of talking by the firelight and this sort of people coming of age of tale that people are getting to know each other and their past slowly come out to be known by the rest of the group. That sort of thing everyone seemed to love, and this is what you have in this novel. A lot of slow burn crushes and that sort of thing. So, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I say the slow burn crush in here is so well worth the wait to figure out what happens. I think, so I have this thing where I don't know if I'm doing ratings anymore, because ratings are kind of, honestly, they're a little bogus. It doesn't really work for all the books that you read to give them a rating. Who gives Charles Dickens A Christmas Carol rating, right? So the idea is, I feel like if I'm doing ratings, I gave this one 5 stars. So do yourself a favor, go over to Amazon, get this on your Kindle, buy the book, you will love it. Tell me down in the comments below what you thought of it. And John Douglas also has a YouTube down below and even interviews people and gives indie creators a platform to be on his channel. So I think that's amazing. Go over there, follow him, subscribe to him, follow him on Twitter. He has really good content and also somewhat controversial but really interesting opinions, which I find myself a fan of. So with that being said, congratulations, John. You made a great novel that people who love this genre love. We look forward to your work to come, and I can't wait for the new book. Congratulations, keep to it. You made an incredible novel. Straight up, tastes like a vanilla latte with a little bit of nutty, spicy flavor. It's kind of just whatever. And this, I took a bite off of camera. It just kind of, look, it's very lackluster. I got my Starbucks at Kroger. You could have walked to the back of the Kroger and get a Danish at the bakery and it tastes like the same way. Actually tastes just like strawberry jelly on a Danish. So that's kind of lackluster too. I'm going to give both of these items 3 stars. The reason why is I consider 3 stars very fair. I enjoy it while I'm eating it or drinking it. It's not something I'd particularly reach for, but I'm enjoying it right now. I didn't get a lot of that praline flavor. I didn't get a lot of nutty flavor. It just kind of tasted like a good vanilla spicy latte. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, comment, talk crap about me in the comments. I don't care what you do. It helps to get it out there and let people know that I exist. And as always, you can follow me on Instagram for more book news. I will be posting here coming up soon my views on Murtagh. That is the 5th book in the line of the Inheritance Cycle by Praline. I'll also do a small video on the Inheritance Cycle if you can make a small video on it, and a bunch of other stuff to come, including TJ Lombardi's work, who ironically I met John Douglas through TJ Lombardi. So a lot of indie creators, a lot of things that I've promised to get up but I haven't been able to get up yet will be coming. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.